What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. First and foremost, shout out to NYC Norton. After the last video, they reached out to me and provided a solution in order to get this bolt to kind of sit how I wanted to, and it's very close to the gearbox on the other side. It might be scratching it just a smidge here and there, possibly on the up shifts or shifts into first, like downshifts, I guess. So shout out to them for their good customer service. And they said if I'm not happy with that they will provide another solution. So shout out to NYC Norton. So today we are going to be fitting our valve cover gaskets, and then we also have these nice rocker covers as well from NYC Norton. So today that's going to be the job at hand, so let's see what we can do and get to work here. Alright, so the first things that we have to remove are these bolts here, these here, or these nuts, and then also here on the intake side as well. We're going to remove these covers and we're changing out these gaskets. So over time, these actually kind of warp a little bit. They curve kind of like that. And so we're going to actually smooth these out with some sandpaper as well in order to help prevent these from leaking in the future. So, well, let's get started. Break these loose here with a wrench, and I'm going to try to do all of this without removing the tank. I should be able to do that. Alright, then we'll fast forward and I will show you the next step in just a minute. Alright, so as you can see, we have everything off here. So now we just need to remove these gaskets. These are quite old and hard, to be honest with you, but they should peel off fairly easily. Well, this one's coming off in pieces, so I'm gonna have to clean this one up a bit. Let's see if these exhaust ones come off any easier, since they have been in a lot of oil. They've kind of hardened on as well, so they're just crumbling away. These, I have no idea how old these are, but they're no longer doing the job. They're hard. They need to be replaced. So no matter what, these need to come off. I've got some gasket scrapers. I'll scrape these off, clean them up. Then I will show you what we are doing next in order to get rid of any possible curvature in these covers. Alright, so now that these gaskets are scraped off fairly well, what I'm going to do is, I have a nice flat tile I bought here. I don't have a nice stone, so I have a tile, which same thing, same concept. I have some soapy water here. I'm going to spray it on my sandpaper here. It's wet or dry sandpaper. Oh, we're having performance issues here. It's not wanting to spray very well here. There we go. A little bit of stage fright. And then I'm just going to rub this on the flat stone, on the sandpaper. What that's going to do is going to clean this surface up. It's going to make sure it's nice and level. It's going to take off any remaining little bits of gasket as well. It's just going to smooth it out, so that way it has a better mating surface when we put it back on the bike. It doesn't take much. That'll do. Alright, and then we're just going to do this one. A little bit more. Alright, then I'm going to clean these off, hit them with a little bit of polish as well, and then we will get them back onto the bike with some new gaskets. Okay, now that we've got all those done, I polished them up a little bit. I'm not a polisher at all. I don't have the patience for it, but they do look slightly better. This is not a show bike, this is a bike to ride. So I'm just putting the gasket on, valve cover on, and got these two nuts that go on. That's all there is to it, easy peasy. Just need to tighten those down with a wrench and that'll be good. While I'm right here, I'm going to go ahead and do this intake side as well. So this intake side has a hole right up here up top. It doesn't go all the way through, but it helps locate this onto the valve cover, so that way you can get it on there perfect. So I can go ahead and slide this up in here. I think I'm gonna put the gasket up there first. It is in position. Now we'll get this cover into position. There's a bit of an oil line here, kind of being finicky and being in the way. And that just locates onto there, just like that. And we're going to take a nut and we're going to screw the nut on to the end. And then I'm just going to repeat the other side on the exhaust valve. I'm just going to snug these up. Oops. Alright, now that we have got all of our valve cover gaskets replaced, now I have these rocker covers. I don't know if you can see those from NYC Norton. They do look quite well. They're nice. They come with new gaskets and everything. And these factory ones, they're old, they're leaking oil as well, so I need to replace the gasket, so I might as well just go and upgrade as well to a nice looking bit of kit as well. So thank you NYC Norton for supplying such good parts. I've paid full price for all these parts. I don't get paid to shout them out or anything like that. I think they do good quality work, they have good parts, and they have great service as well. So a lot of that's hard to find in this day and age, so shout out to NYC Norton. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to remove these two rocker covers. Undo these bolts real quick. There's one. Two. These are kind of stuck in there pretty good. Get this other one off. Alright. Let's see if those. Alright, they just kind of popped off with a little bit of force. Okay, as you can see, these, I don't know if you can see, there you go. It's kind of hard to focus on these, but they do have the NYC Norton logo, and on the back they are indented, so they do set in there perfectly. So we have a gasket that's going on the back, and this will set on like that. And these also came with some new screws and some copper washers as well. So these were going to look very, very sharp. So we're going to fit one up to get it to hold it in place. Just get that in there loosely. threads in there perfectly. I'll go ahead and just tighten these down. And then I will move on to the other 3 and get those done. But let's get a close-up focus on that. You can see that is a good looking bit of kit there. That looks very, very nice. Alright, well that concludes my video for today. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment, like, all that kind of fun stuff. Let me know if any other jobs that you would like to see me do on this Commando, or maybe on my Thruxton or some other bikes. I have some more videos coming up soon, so make sure you subscribe and just keep checking back, and I'll have more content coming for you shortly. Also, next week we have Barber Vintage Motorcycle Festival coming up, so what I'd like to do is do some videos there as well, just showcasing some of the cool bikes there. Maybe I might do a lap on the track. I'm thinking I'm taking my Thruxton down there because that is a good reliable bike, and I've got a little bit more work to do to this Commando before I want to take it out of town like that. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much, and you have a great day.